talking about relationships.
Yeah, I'm going to take off these gloves. We've been doing some work today, but we're going to be talking about relationships. And so,
2 hours. We've been
Yeah.
out here reading for 2 hours.
okay.
Over a period of 9 months, we've been trying this area clean. And that's how our lives are with relationships. How do we keep toxic people out of our lives?
Wow, I think the main thing is we can always come in contact with toxic people, but I guess we need to help people recognize what toxic people are, some of the virtues that they may have. How can we recognize who's a good friend and who's good for us and who is not? The Bible tells us in the book of Proverbs, he says a man of many friends will come to ruin. And what he was talking about is that there are some people that can ruin our lives. They can have a negative impact on our lives, and that's what toxic people do. They have negative impact on our lives. They don't make us better, they make us worse. They don't bring out the best in us, they bring out the worst in us. I think there's a poet that says that people either speak to the fool in us or they speak to the king in us, to the wise man in us. And all of us have foolishness and wisdom in us, and we need to have people in our lives that speak to the king in us and not to the fool in us, meaning they don't encourage us to be the fool or to play the fool. They encourage us to be our best selves, to be the people that God's called us to be.
Okay, so the number one way to recognize someone that's toxic to your relationship is someone that encourages you to do foolishness, basically.
Yeah, someone that encourages you to not be your best self, to make bad decisions, to be foolish in your behavior, to encourage you to something they know is not good and they encourage you to do it. That can just cause a lot of difficulty in your life, in your relationships, in your marriage, in your family, in your workplace, in the community, for yourself. And they don't encourage you to be your best self. And sometimes because they're not good persons, they want you to not be a good person because they're looking for companionship. And like they say, misery loves company. And when people are a certain way, they either like to associate with people that way, and if you're not, then they try to make you that way, especially negative people.
Well, it brings to mind young people and relationships. There are a lot of social media accounts that people have now, and they call them friends. We really don't know these people, but because of how social media is, we get to look into the lives of people every day that really don't matter to us, but we call them friends. And so I think that's on a more shallow level, but we need friends that are actually going to add to our lives, who's going to encourage us to pursue our dreams and our destiny, and not to put pressure on us. Let's talk about pressure. Young people.
Well, before you talk about that, I know we've been talking about young people, but I think young people and older persons, I would say one of the things we see, I would say probably from 40 and down, we have a lot of people that just connected to social media. Of course, social media is a part of our lives today, but you have to manage it. And one of the things that have happened, I guess, especially with Facebook and Twitter, is that we meet total strangers and we call them friends because, of course, you meet them and say, I want to be your friend. But the thing is almost redefining what friendship is. Friendship, it's difficult for you to become someone with friends that you just met today. That's pretty much still a stranger. So a lot of times we actually are calling strange people our friends, but we have to understand what a friend is, and the Bible tells us that a true friend has certain virtues.
Right.
First of all, it says
a
friend sticks closer than a brother. And then he said a true friend loves at all times. And so friends are usually people that you know. And so what people need to realize is that a Facebook friend or a Twitter friend or whatever, social media, is not a real friend. That's just someone that might share tweets or information with you, but they're not real friends. Like I remember one of my nieces said to me that she has close to 2,000 friends, and I'm like, you do not have 2,000 friends. As a matter of fact, you cannot entertain 2,000 friends, but what you have is you have 2,000 people that you have access to via your Facebook. And the thing is, you don't. Some of them might be the nicest people in the world. Some of them might be the worst people in the world. But real friends are people that you can depend on. And then there's good and bad friends. And what really messes us up is when we have the wrong type of people as our friends. And there's a few people the Bible talks about that's not good for you. The Bible tells us that immoral people don't make good friends. Mm-hmm. People that have anger problems don't make good friends. People that perverse lips, that always say the wrong things, like to talk about other people, like to gossip and all that. They don't make good friends. People who can't keep keep secrets or keep the things,
Confidence.
confidence. They don't make good friends. People that don't encourage you to be your best self, they don't make their good friends. People who don't encourage you and celebrate your successes, who are, they say you're friends, but they're so jealous and envious of you, they do not make good friends. So we've got to know what type of people make good friends. And good friends are people that stick with you, people that hold confidence, people that will protect you, people that will help you to be your best self, people that will correct you when you're wrong. The Bible said the wounds of a friend is better than the kisses of an enemy. And what he is saying, that a real friend will help you to be better, even if they have to correct you, but they do it out of love. People that aren't really your friends would let you mess up and watch you fall down, and don't try to help you.
I'm glad you said that, because I was just going to ask you about that. Sometimes when we correct our kids, they think we don't love them.
Yeah.
But love doesn't mean we should not correct.
Yeah.
And so we know that open rebuke is better than secret love. And so I want someone that really loves me will tell me the truth, whether I'm right or wrong.
Yeah.
And not just cover for me. But I know we're living in a time where young people believe love means I accept everything you do and everything you say, whether it's right or wrong. We don't draw the line.
Yeah. The other thing is, I don't think it's just on young people. I think we have adult people that feel the same way. I just believe probably in the last 25, 30 years, there's been this concept that if you love somebody, you don't tell them when they're wrong. We just accept everything. But there are some things that are not good for us. There are certain ways of thinking that are not good for us. There are certain kinds of attitudes and behaviors that are not good for us. There are certain kinds of activities that are not good for us. So being a good friend don't mean that I watch you destroy yourself and watch you take on attitudes and habits and say things and do things that are going to be harmful to you and harmful to others in the name of loving you. So real love comes, it has to help make you better. But of course, you do it in the right way. You do it in a loving way, in a respectful way, being sensitive to how I feel. But at the same time, I believe when you have true friendships, you can be honest with one another and you welcome advice and counsel and correction, because it's being done out of a spirit and attitude to help you be better. And so I think that's what's important. But we're living in a time where love is being redefined as we don't correct each other. We accept no matter what it is, good or bad, we just accept it. But I think real friendships is about helping you be your best, to do what is good and what is right, and at the same time, helping you that, hey, when you're messing up and when you're doing things that's hurting yourself and hurting your family and hurting your community and hurting your friends and hurting your children and hurting your spouse, that I come along and say, hey man, you're better than this and you can do better than this. And I think that's what real friendship is all about. But also being there for one another, even when we fall down and make mistakes. Real friends will be there with you. They're not going to forsake you. They try to help you to get up and be your best self.
Wow, that's some awesome points. And we wanted to just talk. I wanted to talk about relationships because he's always surprised. Never know what the topic is. Yeah, but relationships are important. I want to encourage you to build good friendships, build good relationships. Get closer to your own family, because no one really loves like family. Family is there no matter what. Friends will go to a certain point with you, and
friends are usually seasonal. There's a few friends that would be in your life for a lifetime. Friends are seasonal. You have school friends, college friends, friends that you work with, and then you change jobs and go someplace else, and that friendship shorts the weans. There's a few people that you'll be friends with forever, and you ought to be grateful for those. But there's also family. But then there's also some people that are weed, that even though they're family and friends, there are some family members that are not good for you. So it's being able to recognize who's good for you, who's people that are toxic for you, that don't bring out the best in you, that don't help you be your best, achieve your goals, and accomplish what you need to be in life. The Bible said great relationships. He says, two can't walk together except they be agreed. And when that agreement there is that you have to share the same values, share the same goals, share the same ambitions. Isn't that you like everything alike, but you have the same value system, and you're going to help go to the same places. So, if you're someone that's committed to doing what is right and being committed to your family, and you're connected to someone that has no sense of right and wrong, and they're not committed to their spouse, to their family, and their kids, if you keep flowing with them, you're going to pick up some of those bad habits. So you realize, hey, that person I may consider my friend or whatever, but I don't really want to entangle myself with them because they don't bring out the best in me. They don't encourage me to be the best. Find yourself a better friend, and hey, that you can achieve and do things together and motivate each other to be the best that you can be and go to your highest as a man, as a woman, as a young person. Achieve your goals, and they're there for you and make the best. You help make them the best, and they help make you the best. That's the type of relationships you want to be in, and that's the type of people you want to share friendship with, fall in love with, and all of that. the type of friends you connect with is also going to determine, probably for young persons, the type of people you're going to end up marrying and spending the rest of your life with, because relationships are powerful. They help shape us. And show me your friendships and the people you're hanging with, and I can pretty much show you where you're going to end up in life. We usually do not rise above our relationships.
That's right. And so this is my husband.
Yeah, and this is my beautiful wife, my best friend.
Yes.
And so, hey, we've been married now for going on to 26 years. And we've been together, I think, now 30.
Yeah, because
34
we
years.
dated for 7 years.
7 years,
yes.
And so it's been great. So we've always been great friends and family, and the kids, and
basically everything together.
And God has blessed us with great friends. We have a lot of great friends, people that just have great values, people that value their husbands, their wives, their children, their relationships, and hey. The men friends in my life, they help me be a better man, a better husband, and a better father. And the same with the friends that we have that are friends with my wife. And so we just thank God for great friends, and we share basically the same values. We value family, we value our relationship with God, we value building community, we value being committed in raising our children, we just value enjoying life and being the best persons that God has called us to be, being good men and good women, and we help each other to be our best. And when we fall and come short, we help pick each other up, and that's what great friends are for.
So I want to encourage you to stay away from angry people, number one.
Yeah, the Bible said an angry man don't make great friends. And if you see an angry man, it will rub off on you. People who can't control themselves, people who get angry and do dumb things and mistreat the people they love and just, lose themselves, they're the type of people you need to keep out of your life, because they'll try to pass those virtues on to you. And there's a lot of other things. I know we're running out of time, but people that aren't committed to family. I say to men, stay away from men who aren't committed to their families, men who are unfaithful to their wives, don't take care of their children, not committed to their families, not committed to building good communities. They're not the greatest people to be with. You want to be with men that help you be the best man that you can be. And the same thing I think applies with women.
Yes. Yeah. And stay away from people that cause you drama.
Yeah, that cause you pain.
And no drama.
Yeah. The thing is, I think there's a proverb that says, if you be with, what's the word I'm looking for? Tumultuous people, you'll have a lot of turmoil in your life. And so if you see someone, they always have a lot of drama in their lives and always a lot of trouble. You hang with them, you'll always be in trouble, and you'll always have a lot of drama in your life. So I think we have a lot of peace in our lives, as we have a lot of people that are peaceful. And so very little drama, enjoy life, and thank God for His goodness.
Okay, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
We're on our regular show.
Yeah, so we're going to get back to our weeding and cleaning up this spot here, and getting rid of the weeds. I encourage you to get rid of the weeds out of your life.
Yes.
And work with people that are willing to be better and make them your friends. We ought to be friendly to everyone, but not everyone can be our friends.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, thank you for joining us on Tough Questions.
Real answers, and so that's what we try to give. I'm going to get it, but she's going to help me, because she helps me with everything. So you have a great day, and I pray that God bless you with great friends, and I know many of you have great friends. Hey, love them, take care of them, and help each other be your best selves. God bless you.
This is Minister Rochelle Lockhart.
And this is Pastor Robert Lockhart.
Tough Questions.
Real answers.
I got it right.
See you next time.
See you next time.